Okay, before we jump into the video tutorial, I want you to do something very important. Head over to settings. Then I want you to go to system, date and time. We're going to change this. Do not leave it set to 2025 because there's like a time bomb or whatever you want to call it inside ETAHEN where it has an expiration date. So what you want to do is, my system was set to 2025 obviously. What you want to do is just press X on your number here and change it to 2024 or 2023. It doesn't matter. Just press OK. Press OK. Then press back. And as you can see, it says set date and time. It's at 2023. So you don't have to worry about that. Once the final build of ETAHEN comes out, that's going to no longer be a problem. That's just in beta. I guess he wanted to put a timer on there so people couldn't use it after a certain point until the final release came out, but that's what I wanted to show you. Always leave that checked because if you use ETAHEN beta, you're using it for a long time, it's going to be a pain in the butt. You'll get a payload failed error message, so we don't want that to happen. What's going on, guys? Fox, and in today's video tutorial we're going to be beta testing the latest beta build of ETAHEN. This is what has been included in the test build. This expires October 1st. If you want to continue to use this, just set the date and time back a few years in your ps5 and you never have to worry about the ETAHEN expiring. It's always safe to always use the latest and greatest version of ETAHEN, but if you want to just stick with one ETAHEN version and just stick with that and call it a day, just set your ps5 a few years back. Like I said before, it's always best to use the latest version because bugs are fixed and there's more stabilization. So put your flash drive into the ps5. This is going to be a short video tutorial, by the way, so I want to go to bed soon. So put your flash drive into ps5. Then you want to open up the Lua folder here, and feel free to make a backup of this so you just have this in case the beta build's not working for you, if you're having any problems. So you can just do that. So you can just make a new folder here. Inside of here, it's not going to bother it. Okay, I'll meet you on the ps5. What we're going to do is we're going to jailbreak in real time and see what happens. If I get a lot of crashes and stuff, I'm just going to put it on pause. I'm not going to bore you guys to death. I'm using the front port in my ps5. So game disk's inserted. So go ahead and let's run it. If you get any fails, just keep trying it. It's going to take you a couple of times. Sometimes it works for me right out of the box. Sometimes it needs a couple extra times. If this happens where you're sitting on a black screen, just press the home button on the controller and go to your title and just close it. Sometimes it gets a crash like that. Sometimes you also have to hold down the power button on the ps5 to get the system unfrozen, then it's going to restart itself. System did a hard crash, so I'm going to go ahead and redo it. Okay, it looks like everything loaded up and finished. I'm just going to let this sit here for a few seconds. This was the 4th attempt to do this. Now, if you're new to the jailbreaking scenes using the Lua games and you're not sure if it jailbroke it correctly or not, here's a great test. What you can do is you can open up the ETAHEN toolbox right here. And do you see there's only a couple of items here, and do you see it says beta ps5 webman games? If you jailbreak this system and you don't see, if you don't see the install the homebrew store and you don't see the little happy face guy that says beta ps5 webman, it just keeps scrolling all the way down, It's a lot of stuff to read through. The system hasn't been jailbroken all the way, and it's not going to work. that's just going to give you the regular debug settings. So I can do the ETAHEN toolbox where you can play your games and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you another way of accessing the ETAHEN toolbox without having that shortcut, just in case you're not using our repack. Just head all the way down to debug settings. Then you see all this. And like in the debug settings, if it doesn't jailbreak it all the way with the ETAHEN toolbox, it's just going to show like a little gray logo there. It's going to say debug settings. It's not going to say that. So that just explains that. I'm going to go ahead and try to launch a game, and we'll see if it works. So my setup's different than yours, unless you're using my repack. Just so you guys know, I'm using firmware 9.00. I'm not using 9.60. Later on, when the time is right, I'll go ahead and update to 9.60. Just for the time being, I'm staying at 9.00. Okay, I didn't have my drive plugged in. So let's open up the Homebrew launcher. And we're going to go ahead and run this. When you see this little black square, if you're using it, just go ahead and let it sit for a couple seconds and press back. What I've noticed is if you let it sit on that black square for, like, let's say a few minutes or whatever, it will actually crash the title. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to stay crashed. I'll be back when this is loaded. Okay, and as you can see, A Quiet Place has loaded up. This is a great game. A lot of people don't like it, but I kind of like the hide and go seek horror games. So we're going to close out of that, and now we're going to try a PS4 title. And if you're new, just go to debug settings, ETAHEN toolbox, package installer, let that boot up. And as you can see, this is the test that I'm going to be using. If you're not sure which one to install first, just go ahead and press install all. And there's usually never any problems. That's what I do. Back in the day, I used to install the base game, then I used to install the updates, then I used to install the DLC. But you can just press install all and everything will be all set, ready to go for you. Okay, that installed. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to run it. And as you can see, it is running. I'll go to the start menu and that's it. And as you can see, it worked. Like and subscribe to Fox Den. Just a short little video I want to go over with you guys. I'll keep you guys updated when everything's all set ready for 10.0 and 10.01. Like and subscribe to Fox Den. I'll catch you later. Have an awesome night.